What's going on, everybody? Just going for the morning walk. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else out here. Anyways, I don't know. I wanted to talk about something. And I'm hoping that how people see this topic will hopefully adjust to their individual situation. I'm going to say that I possess a trait that I had to learn how to use because the shit wasn't going anywhere. Ooh, it's dark over here. This is how I do it. Anyways, I have a trait and behavior trait, and it takes conscious control to be able to transmute that into something fucking functional. And basically, I want to talk about narcissism. I'll let you get your narcissism perceptions aligned with your own so that you can understand how I'm trying to see this. Now, we all know the traits, we all know the arrogance, we all know the social dysfunction it has on society. But the thing about it is that what they end up doing is taking your eyes off the ball. Especially when someone gives you the ball. Now, what I mean by that, if you have something special happening to you and it's your moment, and it's your special moment in time, people with narcissistic tendencies that aren't under control tend to find some sort of way to share that with you. And I mean it exactly how I mean it. They're going to share it, but that doesn't mean sharing. It means I'm going to take an aggressive or passive-aggressive tone to how I behave in this situation in order to take some of that special away from the occasion. And now, when I say the occasion, it could be anything. A birthday, a graduation, even when you're around a group of people, you can almost see them boiling as the social situation's happening. And given who's in the lead in that situation will dictate how they feel about it. Most of them respond because the impulse is real sometimes. But that's why I say it has to be transmuted, because it is a selfish trait. It is a trait that most people have, and it's not all bad though. It's not all for, the behavior traits of a bad person. Like, that's what people got it twisted in their minds, that when they see these behaviors come out, half the time the person isn't truly a narcissist. Most of the time they're just freaking insecure. But narcissists truly don't have anything on the surface that's less, that's something to look down on. Most of it. The inside stuff that they have going on probably is their shame that they feel they need to boost their arrogance about. But take me, for instance. I've turned the narcissism into, I don't know, it's like it plugged into my empathy. Because now, my egotistical, narcissistic role that I play in my life, my own life, gets changed or given to the person, whoever the person is. It really boils down to how that person is enjoying their time, because ultimately the narcissist can do the complete opposite of take away. They can add to, and if they're smart and not too impulsive like me, they can then boost the occasion, which is like almost sending the narcissism off into another plane. But it's a lot of inner work. It's a lot of shadow work that needs to be done to maintain a change in a person's narcissistic levels, because it does come in levels. most of the time a narcissist can only hold up for so long before they just have to have something be about them. Like I said, I have this trait. And so it's really like, it's not all bad. It's just the person that it seems to be bad on, it's a bad look. They tend to not have the inner focus, the emotional intelligence to help themselves with that. You know, it's hard. But I am focused. That came way later. And because of my focus and the empathy, it almost crosses over the narcissism nerve and, you know, merges in together and turns into one. So basically, what ends up resulting is I'm not taking away anything from anyone's special moment. Holidays, birthday, it doesn't really matter. I can tell everybody happy birthday that I know their birthday is. And for me, my narcissism goes straight to who they are, based through astrology. And so that's the reason I remember people's birthdays. That's the reason I am able to acknowledge people's birthdays without feeling some sort of weirdness about how my birthdays were in the past, or that I deserve more attention for my birthdays. Like, it doesn't go there. And I wish most people would understand. I mean, even some of the homeless people out here. Some of the homeless people out here literally have the most toxic narcissistic traits. Drug addicts, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, it's a druggy trait. You know what I mean? Like, once you use drugs, that tends to kill the pain that's making you feel low. And then you end up on this false reality high. You know? That's how it works. But the narcissism plays when they behave. Not through drugs, but through their everyday life. And if a homeless person would rather sleep somewhere that's inconvenient for passers, the people driving by them, and not go somewhere to sleep that's a little bit more secluded, they'd rather be right on the side of the fucking road so people see them. It's like, you're not going to take this walk away from me. This walk is going to be great, and I don't care if you want to sleep out here. Go somewhere else. So that's my gist of it, because narcissism isn't all bad, but when it does come out in the form of toxicity, ooh, buddy.
That big one.
I don't know what that is. This guy just offered me a loaf of hamburger. Like, what the fuck do I look like? So I'm off of Las Vegas Boulevard, and I think Lake Mead. I'm not sure what the cross street is, but it's by the Rebel, the McDonald's, you know. And according to this guy on YouTube that drives around different cities checking it out, apparently he says this is one of the worst. And, you know, I'm not surprised at all. I am not surprised at all, because honestly, I almost watched a girl get freaking kidnapped or raped in the middle of the road or something. Like, I don't know what was going on with that woman, but she was running from this dude that was like kind of stalking around on a bike in all black. Now when I'm walking, I'm not stalking. I'm not stalking at all. So, anyways, oh God, it's funny. It's pretty nice out here, cool. And yet I'm hot and I'm starting to sweat a little bit. But yeah, like I said, the narcissism, it's not a bad trait. And I hate when people use it wrong, because ultimately the person that's labeling someone narcissistic in a negative way, most of the time, they're you know, they're full-blown. They're full-blown toxic narcissism. So, you know, it's all on how you look at it. But if your will is strong enough to either check the situation or just point it out, you'll be good, I guess. So we're gonna walk through the freaking abyss and hopefully, you know, not have to F nobody up. So there's some street walkers, night crawlers running around, cockroaches. So I gotta keep my eyes open. Peace.